Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it.
Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking. I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going. And I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Here's the climb. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Here's the climb. Yeah. It's all about the climb.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy, J-Mad, on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on. Even Alexa, that's right, Alexa can and will make it do what it do. Grand rising to you, grand rising to you. Good morning. Let's see who's in the chat room. Good morning, Nurse Rachel. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for being so faithful to Coffee and Conversation. I appreciate you. And to my Emory Winship Cancer Center, my Winship Warriors, good morning to you all. To all of the other team members and trainers out there, all of the other doctors and nurses out there, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yogi, good morning. Good. Thank you so much for being on this morning. And thank you for being a great supporter as well. And to Dr. Tony, good morning, love. Thank you so much for sharing with us and being here and supporting me as well. And to all of my unspoken listeners, I do get some conversation, whether it's via text messages or emails and things like that. of people who listen to the show, but they're not in the chat room. They're probably driving or on the way to work, but you listen. And I want you all to know that I appreciate you all. I truly, truly do appreciate you all. Remember that if this show is helping you out in any way, share it right now. There's a share button up there on the top of your thing. Share it on your Facebook, on all of your social media. Copy the link and send it to people. You can always check me out on lifeafterthecollar.com. You can always send them there instead, and they have access to all of my shows. Life After the Collar presents Conversation is right around the corner. It is right around. I got a couple of equipment in yesterday that's going to help with that. I'm going to record the intro to to Conversations. So if you all are looking for that one, be able to check that out. That's going to be on YouTube. So check that out. Appreciate you all so much. Let's get into today's topic. The song that I played this morning was The Climb. The original was by Miley Cyrus. I think that's how you say her name. That was the original version. But the version I played today was BYU's vocal team. That was BYU and their vocal people who I forgot what they call themselves. But it was called The Climb. I think I've played it a couple of times on the show before. I was looking for a version that would enunciate the words more clearly for you all. And at the end of the show, I would play it again. But if you ever want to hear that song, it is The Climb by Miley Cyrus. I think the covers are enunciated, especially when they're doing acoustics, enunciate the words better. But you can always look up the lyrics. I am going to play it at the end of the show as well. Let's go here. Yesterday morning, when I was coming to, I'll say, because a lot of time I tell people, when I wake up, I'm automatically in a conversation with God. My spirit man is already speaking to God, and when I physically awake, I just merge into the conversation, if you will. Yesterday morning when I woke up, I really wasn't all the way woke. I was still asleep, but I was at that edge where I was coming to, and spiritually I saw something walking across, and I don't want to scare people, but spiritually, if I felt or saw, because my eyes weren't open, something walking around my bed, and when it came to on my side of the bed, it went to lay prostrate across me. And when it lay prostrate across me, it was heavy. It was at that time that I came to. And when I came to, I pushed it off of me. But I still felt the weight for a little. You know how you can push your hand on your leg right now and then lift it up. You can still feel your hand on there, even though it's not there. It was that type of experience that I endured yesterday morning, and I wasn't scared. It didn't do anything to me, but it gave me a revelation concerning me. And I often talk about life, and it was literally about life, and situations that come our way. Life is going to present us with things. I say that all the time on the show, on Coffee and Conversation. I say it all the time. Life is going to present us with issues, problems, disappointment, heartache, broken hearts. The list goes on. And the weight of it will land on us, and we will feel the pressure of life. Physical issues, all kinds of issues. We will feel the pressure of it. But my understanding of it, of what happened to me yesterday, is that I had a choice. I could let it sit on me or I can push it off of me. Not that, watch this, not that when I did that, no problems weren't going to come my way that day or in my life. I'm not suggesting that. I believe that God was trying to, usually God show us naturally what we need to do spiritually. But that time I believe that God showed me something spiritually that we need to do naturally. God showed me something spiritually that I need to do naturally. And that is not allow it to lay on me. Not allow the weight of life to lay on me. Understand that it's going to be there. Problems, it's going to show up. There's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing we can do about it. But how we handle it is totally different. This morning on ESPN, they was talking about the WNBA team, the Chicago Storm, I believe that's what they call, how they have had a dismal season. But in this season, they ended up making it barely into the playoffs. Barely into the playoffs. Today they announced that they are in the finals. They're in the finals. But they had to go through a gauntlet of other teams, including the number one team of the WNBA. And they eliminated the number one team. There's a player on there by the name of Candace Parker. And she's their leader. She's in her 30s, so she's the statesman of the team. And she made a statement that grabbed my attention. She said, adversity builds character. Yes. She said, but really, adversity reveals character. Before you can build anything, you have to reveal what it's supposed to look like. You're supposed to reveal the fact that this is what it is. So this morning, I suggest to all of us that when adversity comes, what is it revealing about your character? What is it revealing about your character? And once you recognize what it is revealing about your character, you can build your life from it. You can build a better character off of what the storm has brought you. I know I'm preaching. I feel preachy this morning, so y'all forgive me. Y'all please forgive me. It's going, the weight of this life is going to land on you. But here's one thing I learned, and this was some years ago when I used to be in the Marines, and or even when I was in high school. I've been a small framed guy all of my life. I've been tiny all my life. Well, used to be. I found out the other day I'm at 170 pounds, which is way beyond any weight I ever had. But when I was in high school, I went to my high school coach, and I told my high school coach this. He was the football coach, and I was a tiny kid, and I saw him in the hallway one day, and I stopped him, and I don't know what encouraged me to have this conversation with him. I told him, I said, I'm tired of being this small. I don't like being this small. What can I do? What can I do? I said, can I start working out in the PE class, in the weight room instead? So he came to me. He said, are you serious about this? I said, yeah, I'm serious. I want to do this. I want to do this. He said, okay, I'm going to change your schedule. So the next day I came to school. I was called to the office to get my new schedule. And he had me in the in the PE class, or what they call weight training class, with the football team, the varsity football team. I was in the weight class. I wasn't playing football, but I was in the class with the varsity football team. And whatever they had to do in order for me to pass this class, whatever they had to do, I had to do. Here's one thing I learned about weights. They're heavy. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. That weight is heavy. Nothing deep about it. Nothing spiritual about it. But so the first couple of days I went to school, but after the second day I went to school, I remember waking up the third day. And I went to get out of bed. And when I went to get out of bed, I could not move. After doing the T-bar rolls, after doing the bench press, after doing the squats, after running the football stadium, not run around the football field, we literally had to run the football stadium, which means up one side of the bleachers, down, up, down, until we ran the entire stadium. I woke up that third day and nothing wanted to move. The pain from wanting and desiring to grow caused me pain. I couldn't move, nor did I want to move. I wanted to quit. But when I went to school, watch this. I'm helping somebody out. I'm preaching real. I should have saved this for Sunday. I don't know if I have to preach Sunday, but I should have saved this one for Sunday. Watch this. When I went to school, dragging myself, literally, I could not lift my arms. I could barely bend my knees. I'm literally dragging my feet. And I get into weightlifting class. And I told the coach, I said, Coach, I can't move. He looks at me and he said, that's good. He said, you are in pain because you said you wanted to get bigger. You wanted to grow. Today, I don't know who I'm speaking to or why it's been directed in this conversation. But I want you all to go back and if you had a prayer, if you had a conversation with the Creator, with your Creator, whomever you may call him, and you told him you wanted to grow, you wanted to expand, you wanted to do this, you wanted to, God, I want more, Creator, I want to do this, and you asked him for more. And instead of him snapping his finger and giving you more, decided to give you pain, that means you're growing. Legs hurting, feet hurting. The follicles in my hair, when I used to have it back then, hurt. I was in pain. The coach then told me something that changed my life. He said, you want to know how to get rid of that pain? Yes, Coach, please help me get rid of this pain. You want something to help you get rid of that pain? Yes, Coach, I need something to get. I can't move my arms. I used to work at Kroger at the time. And it was before they put me on the cash register. And I was a bag boy. And they would send me out to the parking lot to get buggies. But this was before they had that little machine that they use now. They hook up all the buggies and they push a button and the thing just move for them. No, I had to push all of them buggies, but I could barely move. He says this to me. If you want to get rid of that pain, don't stop now. If you want to get rid of the pain that you're dealing with right now in your muscles, don't stop doing what you were doing to grow. Get back under the bar. Keep lifting weights. Get back on the T-bar roll. Keep lifting weights. Keep lifting it off of you. When you lift it off of you. It's going to want to come back down, but lift it off of you. You want to give up. You want to stop. But if you stop, the pain is going to last longer. So this morning, I simply drop this into your spirits this morning. To each and every one that is dealing with something that is heavy on you and you feel the weight on you, lift it off of you. Just imagine yourself on a bench press. Lift it off of you. Watch this. God just showed me this. In order for you to get it off of you and place it somewhere where it will rest, your first action that has to be done, it has to be lifted off of you. Recognize that the weight is there. Recognize that the problem is there. Like Candace said, it reveals your character first. Recognize that it's there. And that because you feel the weight, that means you're still in the game. Because it's still on you, you still breathing, you still moving, that means you're still in the game. Your next step is to lift it off of you. And when you lift it off of you, you have what behind you, what they call a spotter. You can call him whatever you want to call him. You can call him Yahweh. You can call him God. You can call him Allah, or whatever name whoever you call your creator, your spiritual leader, your higher being. That higher being is going to lift it and put it back on the rack. The spotter is there to encourage you that yes, you can do it. Yes, you got this. It's up to you to prove to yourself that yes, you got this. I remember one season that I was in, it had gotten so bad, but then I had grown. I remember, let me do it this way. I remember one season when it was so bad that I wanted to end everything. I wanted to give up. I wanted to say, okay, I'm done. I'm done with all of this. I'm done. But then I grew. And I got stronger. And I got stronger. Because I recognized, I passed that season. I passed that season. I went through that season. I didn't think I was going to make it, but I lifted that off of me. I remember when they put more weight on it, and I went to lift it, and I couldn't lift it off of me. But then they kept encouraging me to do more, and something on the inside made me stronger, and I lifted that one off of me. So I remember this one particular time, the enemy came at me with something real heavy, and I said, "That's all you got? Let me go ahead and get this up under me and push this off of me." People look at me strange today. I'm not perfect. There are times that I allow things to get to me. I'm not sitting here acting as if I'm perfect in any way. I'm not. But for the majority time of my life that I live today, nothing really bothers me. When I'm in my emotions, rather than my discernment, I wish I could talk about that. I would. Y'all don't know how bad I wish I could talk about that right now. When I stop discerning what's going on, instead of going straight to my emotions and whatever is going on, I'm in my emotions. Yeah, I lose it. Yes, I get off track. But when I finally get back on track, I get to the point where I said, "Is that all you got, devil? If that's all you got, enemy, that's all you got, life, you better come and throw a better blow." My conversation with you all this morning is this. I have 5 minutes. My conversation with you all this morning is this. Life can be mean sometimes. I'll put it this way. Maybe you all will understand. Life is a toxic relationship. Life can be a very toxic relationship. Because one day it's giving you the best that it has. The next thing you know, that thing is sucker punching you in your gut while you looking in the other direction, drinking a glass of water. But like any relationship, it's not about the other person. It's about how you respond with your character. It's how you respond. Yeah, life, people, situation, jobs, banks, all it's going to treat you nasty at times. But it's all about how you respond. All of those things will talk about you and treat you like a dog. But here's the key, and I'm done. As long as you know who you are, you don't have to worry about what life hands you. Because it already made you reveal your character and turned around and help you build your character. I hope something that I said today helped you all. I hope something that I said motivated you all. I hope something that I've said caused you to lift the weight off of you. I'm going to play this song one more time for you. I want you all to listen to this song. I want you all to get into this song. I want you to download this song. It's called The Climb, CLIMB, The Climb. This one is by BYU vocal. But the original version is by Miley Cyrus. A really, really, really great song with really, really great lyrics. Listen to this song. I'll see you all next week. You all have a great, great, great week. The rain here in Georgia or Atlanta should be lifting tomorrow. We should have a clear weekend, but I know for the next couple of days, we're still going to have some rain. So y'all be safe out there. Y'all pray for me. And I will pray for you. Have a good day. It's all good. It's definitely, definitely all great.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it.
Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking. I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head held high.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb.
The struggles I'm facing, the chances I'm taking, sometimes might knock me down, but no, I'm not breaking. I may not know it, but these are the moments that I'm gonna remember most. Yeah, just gotta keep going. And I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. There's always gonna be another gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there, ain't about what's waiting on the other side. Here's the climb. It's a climb. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there,